the feast, okay? That was the concept of a 5-course meal where we had the starter with a round of applause that kind of saw everything as an overall, like a synopsis of everything. Man mentioned a glimpse of everything there and went straight into Old Soldier and then Anything Goes.
I'ma make I give you reason why. I get the coconut had a long time. Since 1990, about your time.
2 songs that obviously like we're moving towards the social commentary angle that we've already seen him dwell in, and there were rap moments, of course, that he was able to deliver with Anything Goes and Wayo. Okay, stellar moments from a rap perspective, but overall as a rap album as well, this was very well done. This was very well curated. All the adventure, all the experiments that he went to, I really appreciate the variety that we got in this feast, essentially. And it was sequenced in a way that wasn't necessarily too bad. I would have loved Wayo to sit in the pocket towards the beginning, but I'm not being too picky. I think it was nice to keep that Old Soldier and Anything Goes run very tasteful and nice until we got to No Less.
I want to dance with my G's, but it's not like in 1990. Me alright, jatty, but me one more girls don't like to party.
That was very energetic and saw us in a very like juju and danceable like Fuji atmosphere, and it was quite the shift, of course, from that song that we then went to Famomi, which was a very, very like, you know what I mean, eloquent, sexy R&B adventure with Dirty the Deity. His vocals were sublime on that record. Okay. Okay, romantic. Folk romantic. Now transition down into King Madi that put us in a jazz, Nola type like band atmosphere.
Look at you working like you're not intrigued. Gonna make it your moment. Bet you wanna roll with me.
It was insane to run between those 2 tracks that AYK was delivering. AYK, and in the meantime, Falz was cooking as a rapper. I mean, helping the dynamics of the rapper-singer contrast, and just kept the song very, very robust, very complete. And then we went into Jump, okay? Jump that took us back.
The boy, we know they lost penna. Cruising in the motor with the boss fella.
Jump that had the Indian little like nostalgic rap adventure of the Remedies or Tribesmen, the early 2000 Ayamba Boys. That's exactly the angle that he tapped into that record, and obviously his satirical ends was able to shine through on that type of production. It was so well done. It was so potent in culture, again linking us back into the pioneering or the inception moment of Afrobeats, because hip-hop birthed Afrobeats, rap birthed Afrobeats in a lot of ways, and rap was taking us, and Falz was taking us on that journey with that record Jump, and it was so nostalgic. It was such an excellent way to pay homage to that sound, to that era. And then we got Wonderfully Made, which obviously had a wholesome message around it.
Because I'm wonderfully made, there's not a thing that I would change. Because I'm wonderfully made, you cannot beat me.
Okay, very wholesome message around body positivity. Very quirky, very like I mean, not to take in serious type of thing, but on a sonic perspective, I couldn't stand the singing from Oiza and Mei, unfortunately. A little too jarring with the vocal ends, and some of the lines were extra cheesy, of course, as expected, of course. But then again, we were able to bounce back with Dance With You in some sense, but it was kind of likening too much of Squander with Niniola. It just felt like a reimagination of that song. So even down to the flows on the hook as well, too much like that song. So it didn't really present anything new or refreshing that we were experiencing on this album, because in terms of new and refreshing, we got that, man. We got that from Old Soldier. We got that from Anything Goes with Odumodu Black again, like a rap deep cut on that one. It's nice that he was able to get Odumodu to rap. Getting Odumodu to rap properly on the rap beat was a nice angle, and it was a pleasant one. And then we got into Wayo that took me back to fucking boys. I had the Fela sample as well.
Sure, you see that sweet chocolate stuff, so my baby find that. She beat your girl landslide. If I check the backside, the swag is eccentric, and yeah, the moves is electric.
Very, 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 very potent Pidgin call and response record too as well. That was enjoyable. And then we had Eat and then Storytime that we got to close up with. Fantastic album. Quite the journey, man. Quite the journey. A potent release from him. Again, anyone knows, the last album wasn't my favorite from Falz. I was somewhat harsh on that one, but this is quite the comeback. Okay, Before the Feast was already giving us signs of how good this next album was going to get, because of Before the Feast was very strong as a precursor to this, and he made up for it, man. This was quite the adventure, quite an eventful way to capsule his career so far and his life so far, and what a way to do that on a song like Storytime.
I dropped my first album, now you know what's up, guys.
What's up, guys?
Same time I did catch banter. If I delay for me, I no plan that.
I've not seen artists go that far in detailing their life. Like, you know what I mean? It just felt like it takes me back to the end of MI2. When MI saw us on Imperfect Me, it was a kind of a way to capture his life, especially with those moments. It takes me back to even as far back as Kanye's Last Call. You know what I mean? It had that kind of sentiment. J. Cole, there's this song from J. Cole that had that Last Call feeling as well. I can't remember the name of the song, but you know what I'm talking about. It took me back. It did those kind of things, but obviously in a full-fledged track that had different beat pockets that was just transitioning and different chapters in his life as well with the beats. I don't even know who produced it. I didn't even look up who produced that, man, but they did it for AYK! AYK! We need to have a conversation about AYK. I didn't even peep that it was AYK that did that. AYK, man, MVP in terms of production credits on this album. Easily MVP. Easily. From Famomi to Slow Down. Are you mad? To Storytime. Look at the variety of a producer that we have right now, man. He had the same guy that was able to precursor proper Brazilian funk in an Afrobeat setting with Niger funk, with Psycho YP and Azanti. Don't play with AYK, man. Don't play with AYK. Do not play with AYK. That's the motto. That's the conclusion of tonight. Don't play with AYK. People need to pay attention to this producer. I think he has definitely showed up so much at this point. And he has very, still so short of a credit list, to be honest. There's still so many names he can work with. But bro, AYK is showing up, all right? But anyway, man, let's conclude this album. Overall, a beautiful album, beautiful experience overall. And I love this. I enjoyed this album. Falz, you did a great job. Stellar job as a rapper. Stellar job as an A&R and curating with the right features as well. This was great. This was a great creation. The concept of the feast, having 5 courses. I love attention to detail. I love effort. I love a theme. I love effort as well. Like, come on, man. That was hats off to Falz on that one. So far, a strong body of work. I'm leaning towards a 9 for this one for me on my first listen. No cap. Like, first listen, a 9 on that impact, and I'm holding on to this one so far. Absolutely enjoyed this one. Let me know how you guys will rate this out of 10 in the chat. But yeah, man, that was my overall first listen review for this album. I am going to be giving this album a car test very soon on the next drive. Easily. I am excited to check out Anything Goes. The bassline on that. I want to test those basslines. And freaking Famomi. Famomi. Let me know what you about too much, man. But yeah, man. That was a fantastic effort, man. Let me know how you guys feel about it.